Hello, Scrappy Peeps. Suzanna here today, and I am sharing with you this layout that I created for the July cherry on top YouTube hop. That's a mouthful, if anything. The theme this month is stars, and so I am creating a layout using stars. So the first stars that I am putting on this layout are from a digital cut file that I created. So I had seen this somewhere. I can't remember where. It may have been Pinterest, but I think it was, honestly, I don't know. And so I recreated this. So essentially you have 3 shooting stars coming at you from different directions. So I have pre-cut this off camera in 4 different colors using, and the star itself on white cardstock, using simple stories. So I have the sky blue color, or that lighter blue, tealy blue, is from Summertime, and then the other collection is from the 4th of July collection that came out recently, and that is called America the Beautiful. So there is that teal that is in the collection, but it didn't have a solid, and so I just happened to be able to coordinate that from the Summertime collection. So what I'm doing is just piecing this all together. I cut this by color, as you can see that I'm pulling it off the mat, and so I moved and shifted things around, so I have to reconstruct the digital cut file that I created there. And it just so happens that I coincidence that I cut the perfect size white stars for my photo, and then the other stars that I am going to use. So you can see the photo off to the left there. I have some really old, from my stash, metal dies. These are for manual die cutting. So I'm mixing here electronic and manual die cutting. These are from Little B, and so they also have a inner stitch die too, and so you can see that subtle texture that is on the photo, and that fits perfectly in that big star there. So now the other stars that I'm going to add to this, I'm going to get out my glimmer and do some hot foiling. So I am new to hot foiling, but have had an absolute blast. If I can put foil on anything, I will put foil on anything using this new system to me. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere all of this down before I lose what pieces go where and make a mess, and then B, start getting to the hot foiling. And I will just show you part of that, and then I will go ahead and skip to the end. It's really not hard. You roll the adhesive and stick it down, and then you just kind of line everything up. So this is a YouTube hop for a cherry on top. Every month we have a YouTube hop, and every month we have a different theme. So be sure to leave a comment in the comments down below in order to be eligible to win a gift card to the store itself, one random winner. So with the glimmer, you need to turn it on and make sure that the plate gets hot. So you're going to put your metal gold foil plate down on the heating element there, and you're going to push that button and see how it's flashing. I'm waiting for that bottom green light to turn solid green so that I can put my foil and my cardstock, and you want to put pretty side down to the gold foil plate, and then you want to have your cardstock on top. And I'm going to tell you, you want to make sure you get as little shift as humanly possible, which when you're moving your sandwich over to your manual die cut machine, honestly is not easy to do. And I will tell you that so these are Pink Fresh hot foil plates and coordinating dies that are available in the Cherry on Top store. I have found that of all of the things that I've used, Pink Fresh Studio has the best hot foil plates. Mind you, I haven't used a lot. The silhouette ones work really well as well. I've played around with a few. I have not played with a lot, but I really like Pink Fresh. I think they've done their research in trying to really get clean foiling. But part of it is, the key is, you have to make sure that that hot foil plate is hot and that you shift things as little as possible. So I'm now using the coordinating dies to cut out the stars to put on my layout. I'm going to repeat this with a blue foil, as well as I'm going to do a stripe. And then I did that off camera. You did not need to watch that entire process. So that is another way that I'm going to incorporate stars into my layout there. And so now I want to fill some of this white space. You know, I'm all about white space, but I do feel like I need a little bit more balance. I need, so on this right hand side of the layout, I want to have a header and a footer per se. And they're going to correspond. They're going to be on exactly the same side of the page and lie underneath each other, just one on the top and one on the bottom edge of the page. This is going to provide balance to the layout. So you can see that bottom strip is foiled. Looks kind of Christmassy, but goes really well with the red that is in that collection there. So I've pulled out some LE Studio goodies, and I have a lot of red and blue from LE Studio, and I have all of my LE Studio color coordinated, but I don't end up using that particular card. I do like it, but it adds a different geometric, and I didn't really want that. So you can see how those stars fit perfectly over the white stars. It's fate. It's just lucky that they did. There's a few of the other foiled stars that I'm putting in just to sprinkle for size. Now the title is called Back at It because this is my son swimming. This is his first race after having taken, I think, basically 3 months off. And so I am going to journal in the white space between that blue bottom star and the bottom there. There's quite a bit of journaling you'll see in the close-ups there. So I didn't want quite as much of that silver on there. I just wanted enough to provide balance between the silver that's in the page and then that strip at the bottom there. And I want to add a few little embellishments. So these stars, I'm not sure where they came from. They have been in my stash forever, but I believe that they might be Tim Holtz that I just happened to put in one of those little tins from somewhere or another. And those are from my stash as well, but you might be able to find them in the store. I'll have to check for you, and if they're available, I can link you over on the in the gallery at a cherry on top there. So I will link you to all of the product over in my gallery. I will also link you to that gallery in my description box down below. So I'm using Thermoweb Zots to adhere these goodies to the page, and I will off camera also use some Doodlebug stars, some enamel stars, to throw in just a few more stars to this layout. So again, this is a hop. Be sure to head over to the other gals' projects and see what they have created with stars. Lots of good stuff to see. Thanks for stopping in today. Oh, and I am adding one more little star. So this star is going to be also cut using those same little bee stars, and again, just for a little bit of red so that your eye moves from the title through all of those photos down to that right hand side there. There's no visual triangle, but I'm using the star elements to guide your eye there. So that, my friends, is really going to wrap it up. Enjoy the close-ups. Thanks for stopping in today. Come back again soon. Take care.